Day 125 of building a new mobile game in Unity every day in 1 hour without internet. I kept thinking about the idea of games that are simple but hard. This is a take on the classic shell game, but harder. Now instead of tracking just one target, you need to track all three. I would rate this game as quite mentally taxing. Any game that requires multitasking is exponentially more difficult in my opinion. Games that rely on large amounts of visual processing also feel difficult since visual processing uses about half the brain's energy. I think this is particularly successful because when two cubes swap, you need to track both of them. This means you can't just lock your eyes on one. The implementation of this game went fairly easily. Because you're clicking on the moving cubes, I don't need to worry about the order of them, so the code is really simple. The most complicated part was the animation. My tween system is fairly mature, but I don't have a tween to orbit an arbitrary point. However, my tween system does have a run entry point that takes a lambda. This lambda has an argument float t, which is the percentage from 0 to 1. As time progresses, this moves towards 1 over the duration of the animation. So all I had to do was lerp the quaternion rotation and multiply it by the start offset, then add the pivot, which is the midpoint between the two. I stuck this lambda in the tween run function, then I could use all the features of my library, such as smooth easing and awaiting. I'm still planning to upload this to Google Play with all the recent games. It's just been a busy week, so I haven't done it yet. The last step is to create the media images required for Google Play. It's not too hard, it just takes a bit of time. Thanks to everyone who's asking to play, it motivates me a lot. If you have any ideas for simple, hard games, let me know. I'm curious to find out what other people think is difficult. Anyway, that's today's game. I keep playing for a little bit longer, so I'll let the video play. Let me know in the comments if you're able to follow the cube and figure out which is the correct color. I'm curious if I'm the one that only finds this hard or if other people find it hard, because I've seen people play the shell game and they just play it like it's nothing. That's today's game.